kids. I have a book that I would like to share with you, and it really, I think, echoes my heart, because just because I'm not with y'all, and I don't see you every Sunday and Wednesday, I still get the privilege and the honor to pray for you. And I think this book probably was originally written from a parent's perspective, but I love all of you as if you're my kids, and so I wanted to read this book to you today. It says, When I Pray for You. It's by Matthew Turner, and it's illustrated by Kimberly Barnes. It says, From the moment I saw you, I started to pray. Big prayers and small ones I have sent God's way. I prayed for you as I held you when you sat in my lap. I prayed for you when we rocked as you peacefully napped. When you took your first steps and when you started to run, as I pushed you on swing sets or we skipped in the sun. I prayed you felt safe and full of joy and content, and that when I whispered, I love you, you knew what I meant. When you said your first word, repeating what you'd heard, when you mooed like a cow and tweeted like a bird, when you giggled out loud or made yourself proud, to God I said thank you, and to you I said wow. As I watched you pretend, alone or with friends, I prayed over you again and again. Because when I pray for you, God knows this is true. Every word I whisper is a prayer for me too. From the moment I hear you jump out of bed, and let me tell y'all, at camp, y'all are noisy. I start praying that God puts good thoughts in your head. I pray when you're smiling and when you feel sad. I pray when you're sick, embarrassed, or mad. When you're kicking a ball or twirling in place, when I know what you're thinking by that look on your face. I pray you go strong, have passion and fight, and stand up for what's good with all of your might. I pray heaven protects you, that you're generous and kind, that your brave little spirit never ceases to shine. That you believe in yourself and follow what's true, that your confidence grows just as fast as you do. As I drive you to school, Eli, that's you, while you splash in the pool, as you challenge a friend to a lightsaber duel. I think I've seen all of you boys do that. When you open your eyes to a birthday surprise, when the joy on your face cannot be disguised. I pray you love well, that the light in you swells, that the story that God writes in you is one that you tell. Because when I pray for you, I imagine God's view and pray that all God sees comes alive in you. When it suddenly seems you've gotten too tall, when you've grown up so much that my lap is way too small, when you're glued to the screen, or when your bedroom's unclean, when you're no longer a child, but not yet a teen. That's you, my little 5th and 6th graders. I pray when you're hyper, obnoxious, or chill. That's pretty much all of you. I pray when you're chatty and cannot sit still. When you're running relays or performing in school plays. I miss seeing those. Or when you're somewhere in the middle of a garage band phase. I don't think any of you were there. I'm kind of okay with that. When you know all the answers or just think that you do. When you find out the hard way, you know less than you knew. I pray you choose hope when you face fear and seek wisdom with patience when the pathway's unclear. That you will love others, whether strangers or friends, with the same kind of love that God feels for them. When you break from your shell to stand up for yourself, and I realize you don't need to ask for my help. I'll pray and I'll cheer. I'll probably shed a tear and hope that you know if you need me, I'm here. I think about Sarah Beth, who's graduating this year. Because when I pray for you, no matter what we go through, the dreams that you dream, I'll be dreaming them too. At the moment you realize it's time to explore, I'll pray God gives you wings and like an eagle you'll soar. I'll pray where you go that wherever you land, you'll find purpose and meaning, a role in God's plan. And that you'll know who you are and like what you do and love yourself fully as God wants you to. That God keeps refining, that your story reflects in you God's designing. I'll keep praying that you keep shining. That you'll give and you'll share with compassion and care. That's how you'll live a life well. To God be a prayer. Because when I pray for you, I pray all that you do brings love and brings light and help the world shine like new. Like I said, I know your parents pray over you, and I pray over each one of you too. As I read this book, different ones of your faces came to mind. I said a couple of your names, but I really could have taken a moment and listed every single one of your names. Because during this time, and even when we're not under quarantine, I'm praying for each one of you.